All I'm asking on this channel is that we all try to be honest with our own hearts. You have to admit, if you're Republican, if you're Democrat, you are busy pointing your finger at the other side while you want your side to have the reins of power and take their leather government boot and put it on somebody's neck who's not you. And then when the next person is in power, they use that government boot to put it on your neck when you wanted the same thing for the other person. So it's hypocritical for anybody to say that person right there is a bootlicker when you're both frickin' bootlickers. Team red, team blue, team elephant, team donkey, Republican, Democrat, conservative, liberal. You guys both worship the government in just a little bit different ways. The liberal bows down to the CDC government and says, you need to wear your ritualistic shame muzzle. You need to take your big pharma approved clot shot. And if you don't get to go to work. You better comply and honor our authority. And now conservatives are saying the same thing because we want to be safe from the illegal immigrants who are taking over. You need to comply with the federal government. If you don't comply with our authority, there will be hell to pay. Both sides are asking, or actually demanding, that bigger government gets bigger and bigger and takes more and more control over the lives of everybody. And this results in you demoralizing and dehumanizing your own heart because you had to step away from principle to promote political psychopathic parasites. You know this to be true. I know this to be true. Everybody knows that politicians lie. They're as corrupt as the day is long. They don't work for or represent you. They work for and represent the donor class, the corporate elitist class, the technocrats. And this isn't what's currently happening right now. I don't care if it happened under the Obama administration or the Biden administration or the Trump administration or Reagan or whoever. What's happening is they're claiming we're going to keep you safe from the illegals, while in the background, we set up the Palantir surveillance police control grid. They want predictive policing set in place. That's why you see all these flock safety cameras going up all over the place. It's not just about surveillance, tracking you, tracing you, monitoring you. They want to control you. They want to set up a 100% surveillance and control grid, which ends with the CBDC or the central bank digital currency, where you can't buy anything, you can't sell anything, you can't go anywhere without them knowing exactly what you're doing. And until we band together and understand what's going on and that we've all been duped, ain't nothing going to change. As a matter of fact, you can count on it getting worse because they're playing off of your ignorance. They're playing off of your tribal notions and your desire to be a part of this group that's against the other group, when really what they're doing is having the little children bicker while the adults, the puppet masters in the background, are pulling the strings of your political psychopathic puppets who you claim are here to save the day. And how sick and demented and mentally disturbing is that? It is no measure of good mental health to be considered well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. And I know this, if there's anything that's profoundly sick, it's that you believe a psychopathic, parasitic political puppet is working for your best interests. You know better. This is what federal agents are doing in our yard, in our country, in the United States of America, the land of the free, home of the brave, and people are applauding this.
Shame on you!
And brain-dead political pundits are applauding this. They want this. They want more of it. They're claiming this is what I voted for. Well, if that's what you voted for, then you voted for this as well.
I became president and was the best president ever for the people of Israel and for Jewish people. The best president ever. On top of everything else, I gave them more than $20 billion, Israel. And I said, when I did it, I said, I'm the best friend they ever had.
Oh, Biden did it too. Biden gave, what was it, 12, 17 billion dollars. After October 7th, more money flowed from America to Israel. Why? We can't afford it. We're $39 trillion in banker debt. We can't afford that. It's criminal.
President Trump is the greatest friend that Israel has ever had in the White House.
I gave them, as Mir said, Golan Heights. I gave them the Abraham Accords. I recognized the capital of Israel and opened the embassy in Jerusalem and got it built. I did more for them than any president has, and probably any president can do or will do, other than the current situation that's coming up. Because
from the eyes of liberty, that is not a flex.
I have a feeling that maybe that's going to be more than anything that was even done in the past, if you want to know the truth, because I think Israel's in big trouble.
And in spite of that disturbing fact, we still have shameless bootlickers who say dumbass shit like this.
So if you live in a blue city, please understand that ICE did not bring chaos to your city. Chaos brought ICE to your city. Open borders created the mess. Sanctuary policies enabled it. And now federal law enforcement is cleaning it up. It's not.
In other words, the government created the problem you now currently have, waited till that all boiled over for the fear-based, outraged leftist reaction, and then stepped in to provide the pre-planned solution that gives the federal government, whether it's going to be Democrat or Republican, more power over the rest of us. Congratulations, Republicans and Democrats.
Not complicated. Look, you don't have to like it. You can defend murderers, drug dealers, and child rapists all you want.
Murderers, drug dealers, and child rapists, those are found in the U.S. government, in the highest echelons of government. Remember, in the 8 years that George W. Bush was the president of the United States, so there was a Speaker of the House named Dennis Hastert, and a federal judge declared him to be a serial child predator. Dennis Hastert. And if you think it stops at the second person in line for the presidency, which Dennis Hastert could have become the president of the United States if something happened to the president and the vice president. If you think it stops there, you got another thing coming. So if there's any record of murderers and drug traffickers and rapists, look in the halls of government in Washington's District of Criminals, Republican and Democrat. So we're going to trust the rapists, thieves, and murderers to protect us from the rapists, thieves, and murderers. Can you explain that?
Just understand that if you don't stay out of the way, there will be consequences. And me personally, I'd like to send a message to all the ICE agents out there putting in long hours and dealing with dangerous situations and the antics from radicals on the streets attempting to obstruct and impede them every step of the way. I salute you, and I stand by you.
Where's that boot, Marge? I gotta go. I feel the incredible need to go lick a boot and munch on some leather.
Thank you for your selfless dedication to this great nation. You are loved and cared about more than you know. And if you stand with ICE, let me know your thoughts in the comments.
It's not selfless dedication. It's called low IQ. Went to go fill out an application because the U.S. government said, hey, you want to make $49,500 up to, what is it, $89,600, so that, just to become an order follower, do what you're told regardless of what is right, instead of doing what is right regardless of what you're told. Go ahead and sign on this dotted line right here. That's not selflessness. That is selfishness working against the interests and the freedoms of U.S. citizens. And because you think it's a left versus right issue, you are blinded about this and you lack any and all discernment to speak intelligently on it. But unfortunately, there's a long line of bootlickers who say what the last guy says, only this guy's going to say it a little different.
Well, I guess I get to be that guy. I get to be the guy that says what everyone else is thinking. Mr. President, we the people would like for you to invoke the Insurrection Act of 1807.
Please, Daddy Government, protect and serve us a little harder. Tread on us a little more mercilessly. We need you to increase federal power because a bunch of them leftists over there in Minneapolis, Minnesota just ain't following in line. You know what? When the reins of power change, all that power you gave to the federal government, it stays in the federal government, no matter who's in power. So you're actually asking the Democrats and the Republicans to rule you a little bit more mercilessly.
We the people are exhausted. We the people have witnessed the minority, the domestic terrorists burn this country down for the better part of a decade. And they have done so under Democrat leadership. They have done so with the liberal media provoking it and fueling it. And we have watched them destroy this country without repercussions. We have witnessed them attack our military.
Notice how many edits there are here. This isn't pouring from this guy's heart. He's reading a script. He's going one line by one line, continually editing this thing. I don't have a problem with edits, but these little short blurps of videos, this is 1 minute and 38 seconds, and you got like 50 edits in there because this guy's reading a script and he's basically just towing the party line. He's actually, he's speaking for the Democrats, the Democrat Party, because when you push the Democrat Party across the finish line, you're pushing the Republican Party across the finish line. When you're pushing the Republicans, you're pushing the Democrats. It's not a two-party system. It's a uni-party system controlled by the corporate elitists who put forward their guy, their CEO for their corporation, giving you the appearance of the choice of between one and two people, but it's really just the illusion of choice because every vote is a vote for them and against the people. And imagine the gall, imagine the arrogance of speaking for we the people. We the people demand that you enact the Insurrection Act. Well, I'm part of the people and I don't want the Insurrection Act. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I just want freedom. And I know you ain't going to get freedom when you increase and empower federal forces.
And attack our law enforcement without repercussions. We the people.
Don't you dare attack our road pirates. Don't you dare attack the domestic terrorists. Step in line, tax cattle. Go vote for your favorite political parasite. Politics is now and will always be the clever and deceptive art of using euphemisms, lies, emotionalism, and fear-mongering in order to dupe average people like this guy into accepting and even demanding the chains of his own enslavement. And that's what he's doing. He's demanding that federal power be increased in this area and then in this area, and we need to quell the uprising.
Are tired of going to work every single day while watching these lazy domestic terrorists burn our country down, again, without repercussion. So on behalf of we the people, we the majority, we would like for you, Mr. President, to please intervene. Send in the military. Do what you
please, Mr. President. We know that you're busy protecting parasitic pedophiles over there in Washington's District of Criminals, but please, Mr. President, enact the Insurrection Act, please.
you have to do, because we the people want to do everything we can to avoid a civil war. And if the government can't get them under control, then that means we the people have to. That means we the majority have to step up and do your job.
The government, you mean the organized crime syndicate? You're asking the organized crime syndicate that has the monopoly on force and power to do something that the militia was supposed to be set in place to do. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. You want a free state, not just a free geographic area, but a free state of mind. You enact the militia that has nothing to do with the federal bureaucracy. Nothing. Yeah, the Democrat leftists who are causing mayhem and chaos and breaking windows and burning down businesses and flipping over cars and jeopardizing lives. Those are crimes, and those crimes need to be put down and they need to be snuffed out quickly. But you don't want the crime syndicate called government to move in with their forces and empower themselves.
I have been against the Civil War since the beginning, because if you can't gain control of this situation, eventually, one day, they're going to push too hard, and the American people are going to rise up. The majority will rise up to put the minority in its place. And that's the last thing I want to see happen on American soil. So on behalf of we the people, we the majority, do what you got to do to regain control of this country, because we the people want accountability.
We, the people, want accountability, but we want daddy government to be, he just used the word control. We want daddy government to exercise more control.
Do what you got to do to regain control of this country.
Hold the reins a little tighter. Make the chains a little heavier. But we know that you're going to do it for the safety of the people. And this guy has over 400,000 followers. And this video right here got 240,000 impressions. That's the state of our country right now. Whether you disagree or agree, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. If you like these commentary videos, maybe you'll like some of my others. Check out my most popular playlist. If you want to support the channel, you can do it for free. Just like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, become a channel member, grab a shirt, but more importantly, understand that the government, Republican or Democrat, is the armed, psychopathic, parasitic, narcissistic, lying, thieving, criminal gang you were afraid would take over in the absence of the government you thought was here to protect and serve you. I'll see you in the next video.